A window of opportunity for a stained glass artist in Glendale. He turned a burned out car from the Palisades Fire into a work of art.
CBS LA's Nick Zecevic found out this new passion is helping keep his family business alive.
My dad always said, do one thing and be the best at it.
Ben Tuna has found his one thing through a trade he picked up from his father, one he didn't always want.
I successfully continued his legacy in a way and kept up the quality of work, but I never wanted to do this. My dad didn't want me to do it. He was just like, I don't want you to go into the business. It's like kind of a dirty business.
Ben watched his father spend decades creating beauty that would disappear into other people's walls.
We build these windows and they go into someone's house and then no one ever sees it ever again. My dad spent 50 years working that no one ever saw his work.
Now, Ben is bringing the trade that helped define California architecture throughout the 20th century out of the shadows and into the spotlight, shifting from residential installs to preservation projects that fuse his love of stained glass with classic cars.
They're tearing down churches everywhere. We're taking them out, salvaging them, and then rebuilding them into these cars. The whole thing developed as it went. There was no plan with this. I was like, the only idea was make something cool.
Then, out of the ashes, came an opening. The devastation of the Palisades Fire left behind countless priceless classics, reduced to burned-out shells, headed for the scrapyard, like this 1965 Porsche 356.
This is a heap of metal. This is going to go, and you'll get a couple $100 in scrap metal for this. I mean, this was a $250,000 car before it burned.
Now, Ben's giving a second life to these cars and a dying art.
They carry a lot of emotion. They tell a story without even talking, you know?
Light blooms from century-old stained glass, contouring to the scorched, twisted metal that looks like it survived an apocalypse.
I think that art is such a healing practice, and I think that art can heal so much and can add so much beauty to things that have been either forgotten or destroyed.
And thanks to social media, Ben is putting stained glass on the map.
These pieces are going viral, and I don't see a lot of stained glass going viral.
But Ben isn't chasing likes. He's chasing meaning.
I'm doing a lot of this to honor my dad. He was so passionate and so focused on the craft with no recognition at all.
Carrying his father's work forward in a form that's unmistakably his and impossible to ignore. In Glendale, Nick Zecevic, CBS LA.